Welcome back. We're starting a new organ system, the male reproductive system. And because we need to be able to understand how the male gametes are made, I'm going to do a brief review of mitosis and meiosis as part of this organ system. So let's get started. This first video has a really quick overview of reproduction, comparing male and men and women, and then a review of the simple process of mitosis. So, boys and girls reach sexual maturity at different ages. Yes, it's true. Girls reach it at a younger age, usually around middle school, ages 11 to 13, whereas boys tend not to reach sexual maturity until high school, ages 14 to 16. When we look at what their functions of their reproductive organs are doing, life is not fair between men and women. Both sexes have to make sex hormones. There are sex hormones in common that both make, but then there are going to be differences. For instance, men making testosterone and women making estrogen and progesterone. Both are going to have to make their gametes and figure out a system for their being transported within their body. Remember, the function of the reproductive organs is for propagation of the species. So men have a system to deliver the sperm, and women need to be able to receive the sperm and have it reach their gametes so that they can become pregnant. Everything his body does is trying to get her pregnant, and everything her body is doing is trying to get her pregnant. So if you don't want to get pregnant, you need to be proactive. Her body also has to have a way to transport her menses out if she is not pregnant. But if she is pregnant, she has to have the baby develop within her body, then a birth canal to deliver the baby, and afterwards she has to be able to nourish that baby for the first part of its life. So as I said, it is uneven as far as the functional demands of the reproductive organs. All right. So let's go back and think about mitosis and meiosis. And to review the fact, for any one cell, 90+% of the time, it is spent in interphase. And this is when the cell does its work. And that time, not only is the cell doing its work, it is actually preparing to divide, is duplicating everything except for the genetic material in the nucleus. And it's preparing to divide, and there are checkpoints to make sure everything is okay. And then it would enter that period known as mitosis. In mitosis, we are going to have one duplication of the genes followed by one division. So we would go from one chromosome to sister chromatids. And then the sister chromatids would divide one to each daughter cell. We have normal steps of mitosis. So before the steps of mitosis in interphase, we have that normal cellular activity and the cytoplasmic contents are duplicated. In the first step of mitosis, known as prophase, this is when the DNA is condensing upon itself and we start seeing visible chromosomes. And the nuclear envelope will disappear, and that gives the chromosomes the ability to move within the cell. The next phase is known as metaphase, and in metaphase, we see the chromosomes lining up in the middle of the cell. And in the middle of each chromosome at the centromere, this is where the spindle fibers are attached, and they are attaching from the centrioles, which have moved to opposite poles of the cell. In anaphase, these spindle fibers are pulling the sister chromatids apart from each other to opposite sides of the cell. so that in the final phase, telophase, which basically is the opposite of prophase, where the DNA will uncoil and a new nuclear membrane forms. Each cell then has the normal genetic component, and with telophase, we will have cytokinesis, which is when the two daughter cells will separate. All right, so thank you so much for this overview and review of mitosis. And come back, and next I am going to do a review of meiosis, which is the process that we use for our germ cells. I'll see you shortly.